This idea that when you make a vow till death do us part, what death are you speaking of? Is it your mortal death, or is it the death of a self that needed the relationship for a different reason or chose the relationship from a different place? This idea that when you make a vow till death do us part, what death are you speaking of? Is it your mortal death, or is it the death of a self that needed the relationship for a different reason or chose the relationship from a different place? It's very triggering when I talk about leaving relationships or staying, because people who have been left get defensive and reactive because they say like, or you could just fight for something. We're in this waste away culture where everyone, doesn't fight for anything, and there's, no one wants to stay and no one wants commitment and everyone wants the latest shiny thing. And I'm like, sure, maybe that's true. And we've also stayed far too long. And we've stayed in relationships that suck. There's still people who are in that situation because of their culture, their religion, because of their family system. And so what do we do for those people, right? Like, do we just say, you gotta stay and fight because too many people are running? You can't, it's just like shame-inducing. So because of our own pain of loss, because we haven't processed it or given it enough meaning, we try to prevent other people from experiencing the pain that we haven't sat in yet, the pain of being left. And when we can actually sit in that, then it's different. Then our response to people is advice from the space they're in. For me, I personally don't believe that there is ever a wrong decision, because you only discover something's the wrong decision after you make it, because you figured out new information once you made the decision. So we look back and we go, that was the wrong decision. I should have stayed. I should have done this. I should have left. So we look back and we don't honor the actual knowledge we've just gotten. We look back and we shame the very part of us that taught us the fucking lesson. So we're not now turning forward and looking to life for the new opportunity, for the new possibility of where we might have to make a choice in the future. Do I stay? Do I fight? Do I leave? We're able to recognize red flags earlier because we're connected to the part of us that is aware now, the part of us that has learned the lesson. And so this is this dance we do where we dance in this idea of a different past, which then makes it so we dance in the idea of a different future. Because if you had a different past, you'd be in a different future, you'd be creating a different future, and you'd be in a different present. So whenever you live in any of those places, which usually all happen at the exact same time, you're not present to what's currently true, which is you're a brilliant human with new information. You have new wisdom, and it came through pain, it came through loss, it came through understanding that you should or should not fight for something, or that you chose the wrong thing, but you chose the right thing. It's just that in the future, you might have to make a different choice because of what you just learned. And that's how we take pain and we transmute it. We transmute it into expansion, into growth, into being different. Whenever you wish for a different past, you are living in a world where you are now in pain because you believe that you were worthy of something different or you should have done something different. And so that means you're going to live in pain and shame, which means you're not going to be present. And you got to be present. Presence is everything.